You will only feel like you are manifesting things where you see lack, and that's a natural and normal thing, instead of feeling bad that you're seeing lack, instead of feeling unworthy because there's lack, instead of feeling like something is wrong with you because there's lack. You're never going to get to a place where you never see lack. Lack is always going to show up because you're always going to become interested in bettering your life in some way. No one has everything. If you come from a place of thinking one day you'll have everything, and then you'll just feel inadequate all the time, and you'll never come to a place of inner peace or understanding, because you'll feel like there will be a point where you will have everything, and then that idea of that kind of life will be on a sort of pedestal, and you will always feel inadequate. The better you can grasp the understanding of what life is, the better you will get at this. The better you will get at it, because you will understand that these experiences you are trying to manifest are simply enhancements to an already full life that are going to make it more enjoyable, that are going to make it that much more interesting, but you will never reach a place where you have everything. So you will never essentially feel inadequate in this moment. You want something, you identify lack, you manifest it, you get it, then you identify a new area of lack. And then the process starts all over again. It's never ending. This never ending process of manifesting. This is why you need to understand and put it in perspective that no one in this world has everything. You can't think that these experiences are somehow going to complete you, are somehow going to be the answer to your eternal happiness, are somehow going to make you feel better inside than you already do. Like, manifesting your dream job is going to be wonderful. It's going to give you a sense of purpose maybe you don't already have. It's going to add a new dimension to your life, but it isn't going to necessarily make you happy. And the same goes with like a perfect marriage. Maybe you feel alone right now because you're single. Finding that dream partner isn't necessarily going to heal that loneliness within you. You have to provide yourself these feelings of completion already. And the interesting thing is that once we find that balance within ourselves, that's when the external shows up, because we're already connecting with what it feels like to have it, essentially, but we're giving it to ourselves as opposed to seeking an outer validation. Because again, if you think having the perfect partner is going to give you a sense of happiness, give you a sense of inner peace that you don't already have, a sense of security that you don't already have, like, not only will you push out that experience, but even if you were to manifest it, it would not actually give you the feelings that you think it would. We can't hold experiences on pedestals. Basically, that's what it means to hold something on a pedestal, is you're essentially saying that this experience is the answer to my happiness that I do not already have, and I cannot feel this way unless I have this particular object, this particular sum of money, this particular person, this particular relationship, social scene. You get the idea. So if you hold something on a pedestal, it means you associate it with you feeling a certain way. So, for example, if you were placing something on a pedestal, you would only feel good inside if you were visualizing it. You would only feel good inside if you were saying affirmations about having it. And then the rest of the time, you'd feel like crap, or you'd feel sad, or you'd feel anxious. In fact, I hear a lot of people tell me that they go to affirmations because they have anxiety inside of them. So they say the affirmations to feel better. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't use certain techniques to raise the way you feel. But if you find that you're not able to carry that feeling with you during the day, and you're only feeling good when you're imagining yourself having it, then you definitely have it on a pedestal. Then it is definitely high above you, being thought of as like the answer to your prayers, the thing that you have to have, and you give it such a level of importance that it feels like you cannot be happy, you cannot be complete without it, and you will always push it away from yourself, because you can never actually have something in your everyday life that brings you a level of joy when you place so much importance on it that it is the Essentially, it is your world is revolving around it. And so many people do this in terms of relationships, and this is why people leave a relationship, because when you do this with someone, you make them be sort of the center of your world. Then essentially, they're going to run far away from you, and it is the prime reason why a lot of relationships don't work, that codependency factor, because you're placing such a level of importance upon another person, you're placing them on a pedestal that they can't exist in your daily life. They can't exist as being the source of your happiness, because you have to become love. You have to provide that to yourself first. The same thing goes with money. Same thing goes with any level of success. Now, this is not to say that these experiences won't add a further dimension of happiness or joy. I mean, obviously, that's why you want to manifest them, because you want that higher level of joy, that higher level of completion, but it can't be the total source of you feeling that way. You cannot manifest love or manifest monetary success without having a feeling of completion within you first. You have to fall in love with yourself first. You have to fall in love with the experience of life first. And I talk from personal experience. This is the only way I made my life better. When I held these experiences so far above me, I had no love life, and I was living in a basement. So basically, the only way to improve your situation is to embrace these feelings now, like the way you think these experiences are going to make you feel. So the reason why you want these things is because that you think it's going to make you feel happy on a daily basis. You're going to feel a purpose in life that you don't otherwise feel. It's as if it's going to complete you. It's going to allow you to feel joy on a level that you can't otherwise feel. But you have to feel this way now. And I know you may be afraid to do this, because then you may be afraid that you no longer want your original desire in the same way you do right now, because right now it may be like a desperation. When you hold something on a pedestal, you feel very desperate for it, because it's like it is going to give you the thing that you don't have right now, that you cannot otherwise give yourself right now. But you can actually give it to yourself right now. You can't actually physically make the experience come to you, but you can embody the emotions, feelings, the sensations, and I don't mean by visualization. I mean the way it's going to make you feel. The sense of completion, the sense of being in love with life. That's why you want the money. That's why you want the person. That's why you want the success. That's why you want the beauty, because it's going to make you feel a sense of being in love with life and a sense of like skipping on air. But see, you can feel that now already. You do not have to wait for the external experience to feel this. And you will never have the external experience until you feel this way first. I promise you. Make sure you enroll in my free Manifesting Miracles course. Link is below. Don't forget to subscribe and get my personal mentorship at dreamlifebyveronica.com.